What's happening, guys, and welcome back to another movie review. Now today I'm going to be talking about The Guilty that has just come out on Netflix starring Jake Gyllenhaal. Now last night I watched this film and I wanted to give you the freshest of fresh reviews the moment I switched it off because I really wanted to talk to you about it to a certain degree. However, it was night time, it was Sunday, my kids were fast asleep and my office sits right above their bedrooms. So did I risk waking them up and having the wrath of not only my wife but also the screaming of my kids who are now tired and won't go back to bed? So no, not really. So obviously first thing in the morning I've dropped the kids off at school, little one's having a nap, I've come up to my office and I'm going to give you my thoughts on The Guilty. So what is The Guilty all about? Now it's all about a troubled detective, aka Jake Gyllenhaal, aka Joe, who has been demoted for some reason onto 911 operating duty, basically, call duty. Now, we don't know what it is that he's done wrong. We get little inklings. We're getting like personal phone calls. He's on about something, telling him to leave him alone. There's people on the news wanting to know things. So there's that mystery of what has he done? Why has he been demoted? What exactly is going on? Now, obviously, that is not the pure focus of the film. So he is doing his he can clearly show that he is troubled. There's something going on in his life. He's obviously separated from his wife as well as his daughter for like the last 6 months. Now, don't worry, guys. I'm not going to go fully into it because I don't want to ruin it for you. However, during his 911 call of many, stupid calls that I guess a lot of the police force do get, a lot of stupid things such as like people getting robbed by prostitutes, their own fault, drink driving, people, hurting themselves and people having brawls that, security's ringing up because there's a brawl kicked off at a nightclub that they can't handle. However, obviously despite his troubles, he just can't be bothered with it. He's trying to dismiss stuff and he's just fed up of everything until he gets a call from Emily. She is very distressed. She sounds very distressed on the phone. Now, we never ever see Emily. We never ever see any other person really by Jake Gyllenhaal's character. We do see the odd person, the person that he works for in command. You see the odd person pop in the room now and then. But really, the whole film is focused on him taking these calls. Now, to some people that might sound boring because it doesn't stray away from the area. It doesn't stray away from that room. He moves about a bit, but that's about it. He doesn't leave the building. You get like a small image segment of probably the outside world, very blurry and briefly, if that. So if you're not one for that, then I'd say I'm just warning you now. However, the moment this film starts, if you love the fact that Jake Gyllenhaal's performance, I love anything that he's in. He can turn a crap film into good just by his presence. He can carry it the best way. Obviously, he produced this film as well, so he's obviously putting, as ever, his all into it. Now, obviously, he gets a phone call from this girl called Emily. She's very distressed. He believes she has been abducted by someone. I'm not going to say who, obviously. I want the pieces to fall together for yourself. So, obviously, during this, the tension starts to build. He's trying his best to obviously find where she is, what's happened, and what's going on. And you get that sense of like he's quite alone in it because other people don't really care. He has a lot more passion in trying to find this woman. Now, obviously, like I say, I don't want to give too much away. Reason being is because I went into it seeing a small segment of it through a Netflix. It was not even a trailer. It was just a segment from the film, and I was hooked by that. So literally, if you want to, watch the trailer. But honestly, I'm hoping nothing in the trailer gives it away. I don't think it will. It's quite a disturbing film in its own way. Now, if you have kids, you might feel a little bit different to other people who don't have kids during this. There are moments, obviously, that involve children, but it's all to do with your imagination because you only hear through voice on these calls. There are no imagery. You don't see this stuff. However, your imagination, like most things, like the fear of the unknown, you start to make things up in your head. And as you do, and the details start coming in and you start, starts to create in your brain, you will, I don't know, for me, at one moment, I felt sick to my stomach. I really did, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean the fact that it drew me in. The film drew me in. I was feeling tension. I was hooked. I didn't want to look away. I felt what other people would feel. It felt real. It was like a real environment. You could literally see something like this happening. That's how twisted the world really is. And the fact that police officers out there. It depends how you want to depict the police force. That's the only thing about it, is like people, you know, they're busy, other things are going on, there's like forest fires happening, you know, he can't get the help that he needs, and it's frustrating him as he's trying to find where she is, where this person's taking her, and the reasons for it. There is a twist in it, and the twist really gets you. It will get you, I reckon. Like I say, it got me, and I was left in quite shock. My wife, who was working beside me, she looked up, and that was it. She was hooked. And the moment she heard that twist, she did that, you know, when you just look at each other and your mouth opens. Like I say, it might not be for everyone, but for myself, it was a really good film, and I really, really enjoyed it. I was excited when I saw it to come out. And the fact that I got a chance to watch it as soon as possible, well, you know, as soon as possible, because it came out this month on Netflix, it's obviously a lot easier to access than probably going for a cinema run. It's great because it's only 1 hour 30. I miss 1 hour 30 movies, I really do, because sometimes when you have kids and you have a family, you can't get in a 2.5 hour, 3 hour film in one sitting. I got through this in one sitting, and I'm so proud of that. So anyway, guys, I recommend highly The Guilty. I know it's got like a 60%-ish sort of rating. Not sure why. It must be love it or hate it. I don't know. But it really is worth your time. And I think it's one of the better Netflix films out there. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you go and see it. If you have seen it, let me know in the comments below what you think of it, what your thoughts are of it. I really do think it was a great film. So I am the Cinematic Reviewer. Remember, like, subscribe and share, and I'll be back for more content. And I've got a lot more planned other than just reviews. So take care, guys. All the best. See you next time.